Let me ask you something. What if I tell you you are already living inside your niche? You are searching for it. You are researching for it. You're watching 50 YouTube videos about it. You are asking ChatGPT, give me 100 profitable niches. You are checking what other coaches are doing. You are looking at what is trending. And meanwhile, your biggest niche is sitting inside your own life, your experiences, your failures, your skills, your struggles, your transformation, your story. And today, I want to explain one powerful idea. Your life is your niche. And honestly, you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid your life story, your experiences, and that is your niche. So I will say that stop searching for a niche. One of the biggest mistakes aspiring coaches make is this: they think niche is something they have to find. They think, which niche is profitable? Should I become mindset coach? Should I become a business coach? Should I become a relationship coach? Should I teach fitness? Should I teach AI? Should I teach SEO? And then they get stuck because they are trying to choose a niche from a list. But a powerful niche does not always come from a list. Sometimes it comes from your life. Think about it. If you have spent 15 years building businesses, if you have struggled with sales, if you have failed and rebuilt, if you have learned SEO, if you have helped hundreds of people, if you have transformed your own life, why would you suddenly wake up one morning and say, maybe I should become a meditation coach because meditation is trending? Come on, your life has already given you evidence. Your journey has already given you knowledge. Your pain has already given you lessons. Your experience has already given you authority. You don't always need to invent a niche. Sometimes you need to recognize the niche you have already been living. Your life has five things people pay for. Your life has five things people pay for. What are you looking at me? Let's simplify this. Your life contains at least five things people pay for. Number one, your experience. What have you done repeatedly? What have you learned through actual experience? Maybe you spent 20 years in corporate life. Maybe you built a business. Maybe you changed careers. Maybe you learned digital marketing. Maybe you raised a family while building a career. That experience matters because people don't only want information, they want practical understanding. Number two, your life has is your struggles. And this one is very, very powerful. The problem you struggled with for many years may become the problem you help someone else solve in 6 months. Think about that. Your confusion can become somebody else's clarity. Your failure can become somebody else's shortcut. Your mistake can become somebody else's warning. Your difficult chapter can become somebody else's roadmap. That does not mean you need to expose every private detail of your life. It means your lessons have value. And number three, your life has, which people can pay for, that is your skills. What can you actually do? Maybe you can sell, maybe you can teach, maybe you can design, maybe you can build websites, maybe you can create systems. Maybe you can communicate exceptionally well. Maybe you understand people. Maybe you know how to build teams. Your niche often sits at the intersection of what you know, what you can do, and what you have experienced. What you know, what you can do, and what you have experienced. Now, number four, your life has is your transformation. This is where things become interesting. Ask yourself, what have I become that I once desperately wanted to become? Maybe you were once broke and learned financial discipline. Maybe you were invisible and built a personal brand. Maybe you were afraid to speak and become a speaker. Maybe you were an employee and became an entrepreneur. Maybe you were confused about your career and found direction. That transformation itself can become your teaching, because you don't have to teach something you only read about. You can teach something you have fixed. Number five, your life has, and people will pay for it, that is your obsession. What topic do you naturally keep thinking about? What can you discuss for 2 hours without getting bored? Maybe 10 hours. What do you keep researching? What problem makes you say, someone needs to solve this? Pay attention to that, because sometimes your obsession is giving you a clue about your mission. But, my dear friends, your life is not automatically a business. Now, here is the important part. Don't misunderstand me. Your life is your niche, does not mean your entire life is your business. Your niche is not my life story. That is too broad. Your niche is the valuable transformation hidden inside your life story. The valuable transformation hidden inside your life story. The biggest thing in your life. That's the difference. For example, imagine someone spent 15 years struggling with obesity, learned fitness, changed their lifestyle, and lost significant weight. Their niche is not my life. Their niche could be helping busy professionals build sustainable fitness habits. Someone worked for 20 years in corporate HR. Their niche is not HR. Their niche might be helping mid career professionals transition into leadership roles. Someone built a business from zero. Their niche might be helping first time entrepreneurs build their first profitable service business. See the difference. Your life provides the raw material. Your niche creates the direction. Your business creates the vehicle. So, direction, vehicle. And now, your niche is where the worlds meet. Here is a framework I personally love. Your niche becomes powerful when three things meet: your experience, what have you lived, plus your expertise, what can you teach, plus someone else's problem, what transformation are people willing to pay for. That is the sweet spot. Because if you only have experience, you have a story. If you only have the expertise, you have information. If you only have a market, you have a business opportunity. But when all three come together, you can build authority. And authority is not, I'm an expert because I say I am. Authority is, I have lived it, I have learned it, I can explain it, I can help you implement it. That's authority. That's a complete different kind of credibility. Now, why people keep changing trends? Let's talk about another trap: trends, trending. Every 6 months, there is a new opportunity: AI, crypto, short form video, personal branding, prompt engineering, some new platform, some new strategy, some new shiny object, and suddenly everybody becomes an expert. Yesterday, I am a social media coach. Today, I am an AI automation expert. Tomorrow, I am a quantum manifestation strategist. And next week, God knows, maybe they will become a potato farming coach, because potatoes are trending. This is what happens when your business is built around trends instead of transformation. Trends can bring attention, but lived expertise builds authority. So I'm not saying never follow trends. Use technology, use AI, use new platforms, absolutely. But let the trend become a tool inside your niche. Don't let the trend become your identity. My dear friends, your story, Your life, your experiences, they are your unfair advantage. There are thousands of people teaching the same thing. So why should someone listen to you? Because nobody has ever lived your exact life. Nobody has made your exact mistakes. Nobody has experienced your exact failures. Nobody has your exact combination of experience, personality, skills, failures, successes, beliefs, lessons, and perspective. That combination is your unfair advantage. Think about it. Two people can teach SEO, two people can teach business, two people can teach mindset, two people can teach fitness, but their stories are different. Their experiences are different. Their examples are different. Their way of explaining things is different. And therefore, their authority is different. Your uniqueness is not always the subject you teach. Sometimes your uniqueness is the way you see that subject. How do you see that subject, that topic, that niche, that category? So, don't build a personal brand, build a body of work. This is another lesson I want you to remember. Don't wake up every morning thinking, what should I post today? That's exhausting. Instead, ask, what body of knowledge am I building? One video, one framework, one article, one case study, one lesson, one story, one mistake, one insight, one transformation. Over time, these become your digital assets. And those digital assets continue representing your thinking. That's why I personally believe forever content is more powerful than constantly chasing trends. A trend may give you attention for 48 hours, but a powerful framework can create value for years. Your goal should not be to become famous for one viral video. Your goal should be become known for a body of work. My dear friends, one thing you need to understand that your niche evolves and it will evolve. This is a very beautiful thing. You don't have to know everything on day one. Your niche can evolve, and actually, it evolves. Your first version may be broad, then you discover your audience, you get questions, you solve problems, you gain experience, your message becomes sharper, your positioning becomes clear, your niche becomes stronger. So please stop waiting for perfect clarity. Start with version 1. Start today, right now, today, because version 1 is always better than version none. We like it, we discuss it, but we don't follow it. If you want success, follow it right now. You learn by doing, you discover by serving, you refine by listening, you become clearer by taking action. Clarity does not always come before action. Sometimes clarity comes because of action. Sometimes, no. Most of the times, clarity comes when you act. My dear friend, your life can become an ecosystem. Your life can become an ecosystem. Now imagine what happens when you take this seriously. Your experience becomes a framework. Your framework becomes content. Your content attracts an audience. Your audience discovers a problem. You create a solution. That solution becomes a course. Your course becomes a program. Your program becomes a community. Your community creates transformation. Your transformation creates case studies. Your case studies strengthen your authority. And eventually, your methodology can become certification. Now you are not simply selling your time, you are building an ecosystem. That's the difference between being a coach and building a coaching business. Are you becoming a coach or you are building a coaching business? Now, I want you to ask yourself some questions. If you are still confused about your niche, don't open another top 100 profitable niches. That is bullshit nonsense. You sit down, take a piece of paper, and answer these questions. What have I spent years learning? What problems have I personally overcome? What do I what do people regularly ask me for help with? What can I teach better because I have actually lived it? What transformation have I experienced? What subject can I talk about for hours? What do I naturally understand? And finally, what problem can I help that person solve? That one person solve. Don't try to sound clever. Be honest. Your niche does not need to impress everybody. It needs to deeply resonate with somebody. Your niche does not need to impress everybody, it needs to deeply resonate with somebody. My dear friends, your life is not random. And this is the thought I want to leave you with. Maybe you are looking at your past and thinking, I wasted those years. Maybe you think I changed careers too many times. Maybe you think I failed too many times. Maybe you think I don't have a unique story. Maybe you think, who will listen to me? But what if those experiences were not wasted? What if they were research? What if your failures were education? What if your struggles were training? What if your experience were quietly preparing you for the people you are meant to serve? Your life has already taught you things that no university can fully teach. You have paid for some of the lessons with money, some with time, some with failure, some with hard work, some with heartbreak, some with embarrassment, some with years of hard work. You have paid for the lessons you have learned in your life. So please don't throw that experience away. Actually, package it, organize your experience, turn it into a wisdom, turn that wisdom into a framework, turn the framework into a transformation, and turn that transformation into a business that creates value for other people. Because your niche may not be something you need to find, your niche may be something you need to recognize. Your life has already giving you clues. Your experiences are giving you clues. Your skills are giving you clues. Your struggles are giving you clues. Your transformation is giving you clues. And perhaps the biggest question is not what should be my niche. The better question is, what has my life prepared me to help someone else achieve? What has my life prepared me to help someone else achieve? Find that answer, build around it, serve people with it, create digital assets around it, and keep improving it. Because your life is your niche. And once you understand that, you stop chasing a niche and you start building your legacy. I'm Sunil Chaudhary, digital coach, business mentor. And if you want to turn your experience, your knowledge, your life lessons into a real digital business, connect with me and learn how to build it with clarity, systems, digital assets, and implementation. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.